Hi everybody, welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey. Today is Sunday, May 21st, 2023. Welcome everyone, new and returning. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I looked on the calendar and I was like, man, I need to get on and show everybody what little I've been up to. Anyways, so I figured out that with the nicer weather coming, I'd rather be outside digging in my flower beds, or like today I mowed the lawn and finished another flower bed. And yesterday it was a lot of rain though, so I was kind of just being a bum, catching up on YouTube videos and finishing one of the projects that I'm going to show you today. So the first thing I'm going to get to, and I don't plan on keeping you too long because there's not really a lot to show you. I have been looking through some patterns, even though I said I'm not going to start anything new for May, and I'm not, but I'm getting the itch. So I'm looking through a couple patterns to see what I want to add come June. And I feel like it's probably going to be, I try to get a video on once a week, but next thing you know, like 2 weeks go by. So I think for the warmer months, like, don't be surprised if, 10, 12, 14 days go by and I'm not on here, because if I haven't been able to make progress because I would like to be out in the yard, when I'm not working. But of course, I'll still do some crocheting, but not like in the winter months. You're more apt to stay in and be picking up your hook every time you're not doing anything. So first thing, luck of the draw, number 7 with Nancy from Nan's Next Knots. I decided to use a 6mm hook with the pattern Stitch of the Week number 79 with Glenda from Creative Grandma. And I have weeks 14, 15, and 16 to show you. Week 14 was number 2, and for me that was Big Twist Eggplant. And week 15 was number 5, which was my Fair Isle in the color Pansy. And this is more purple than what I'm seeing on my camera. Kind of looks blue on my camera, but it's purple. And then this past Thursday, I won't say the number just in case not everybody has caught up, but it would be my Big Twist Lilac. And then I do 3 rows of the color and then 1 row of Big Twist White as my separation. I did not measure yet, or this week, I mean. So there's 4 weeks left because it's a 20-week crochet along. So you probably won't see this project again until at least the next 3 weeks are through with the numbers being drawn, and then I'll have those on, and then I'll go through and repeat them on my own to have a better size blanket. But this is what it's looking like last 3 weeks. And it was funny, the last time colors 2 and 5 were drawn, they were drawn in the same order. So down here. So it's pretty neat. So I just use white in between all different shades of purple. And that is it. So I don't have the ability to take a picture and insert it. So I just try to show you the best that I can. And then you can see Glenda's stitch of the week is like a shell. And I really like that. All right, so there's that. And then the next project is my Cottage Core Mosaic by Little Green Feather. And I use a 5.5 millimeter hook with this Tivoli XL yarn from Hobby, however you want to say it. And this color is number 26. And this is what I have left of the second skein. And there are 109 yards on each. And before I threw the band away, I forgot to write the color down for the gray that I used, but I completely used both skeins, and then I had to go in my scrap bin and grab a gray for the last row that was meant for that color. So here it is. It's the teapot. And I thought that was so cute. Like, you could do a whole blanket just with these teapots in different colors. I really enjoyed that. So that one definitely took enough yarn. And then here's just a little bit of previous. So now the next pattern that I will pick will be another smaller section like this one. And I've already started to write it down in my notebook, and I don't think I picked the colors yet. I am trying to break them up a little bit so that I don't have, you know, gray and two sections that are touching, or blues. So yeah, I'll be ready to start that one. And the last thing I have to show is I finished my tote. And this was a free pattern on Yarnspirations called the Crochet Textured Tote. And I used Lily's Sugar and Cream in the colors Teal and Sea Breeze. And I don't know if I said 4mm hook. I was trying to think if I had 3 Sea Breeze and 2 Teal, or it was vice versa. But I just have a little bit left in each, whichever it was. And without the handle, the tote measures 14 inches. And there it is. And this is how the handle was supposed to be, as far as how far it comes over here. So there's the stitches up close. It had what was it? They call them bobbles. Clusters. Yeah. So these are the clusters, and it was a 4-row repeat for each section. And I didn't have enough to add the Sea Breeze into the handle, so I just used the teal because I was going to do the last round in Sea Breeze, but it wasn't enough. So because the handle should have been 6 rounds and I only did 5, which is fine. This is for me if I ever end up going to the beach, because this is cotton. It can be, you know, used as a beach bag, and nothing will fall out because the bottom is nice and solid. This is a pattern that I definitely would do again. I just would not use this yarn because it split, and I can't tell you how many times I had to redo the clusters because the hook just wouldn't get through the 6 loops on the hook, and then you yarn over and draw through the last 2. But it wasn't bad. I just had to take it in small increments from my hands, but I like it. I like it. So there's that. I know I have a bag pattern that Billy from the Crafty Floridian made up, and she had you, if you were interested, to email her, and she sent you the pattern. So I did that. I printed it. So with it getting warmer and I want a smaller, lighter project, I might get out that pattern and some different cotton yarn. I know the kitchen cotton is better for bags from what I've heard. It's just a more stiffer type of cotton. So all my cottons are behind me. So I might see what I have in there. I mean, I have like, you know, ones that kind of do like a marbled look. I think it would be pretty neat to be in a bag. So that might be a upcoming project. Right now I brought out my scraps to work on my Navajo blanket. That is like a year-long project. Could be even 2 years, just depending how many scraps you have. Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy, she's doing that with everyone, and it's just you do it on your own, and you can show pictures on her Facebook group of your progress. So I just have one row on that one, row 11, so I haven't picked it up in a while. So I'd like to get some of my scraps down, and the next part of my mosaic, I'll get started on that. The bag, and I have a Grafgan pattern. It's a really small wall hanging for the season spring from Yarn Joy podcast, Terry. The first one she gave to you as a freebie, and she also did the other 3 seasons, but you have to pay if you want those. So this being small, I think it would be a good project to try for Grafgan for the first time. It looks very confusing, but I want to give it a try so that I can at least say that I did it and see how it comes out. That's another thing on my bucket list that I at least want to try. And I was looking through some of my yarns yesterday, and there's several that I have 3 of each color of like variegateds or stripes and whatever, and I want to maybe make up I don't know, a bunch of baby blankets or something just to fill a tote. I don't know. I just want to use some of these yarns that I bought because I like them, and then they're just sitting there. You know, for a while I was like, I wanted to be on a solid yarn kick. Now I want to be on some of these other ones, but I don't want to have too many blankets going at once because that's where I get myself into trouble. So we'll see what the spring and summer is going to bring. All right, friends, I am not going to keep you much longer. I just wanted to hop on here and show you all what I've been doing so that way I can move on with my mosaic. And that's all I got. So please like, subscribe, share if you want to, comment down in the bottom so I keep in touch with my crafty, yarny friends that way. All right, friends, thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.